What's up, guys? Welcome to the second episode of What Is. Now, this series is all about spotlighting indie games. Obviously, it's pretty difficult to review every indie game in the world, but I thought, hey, if I do some gameplay before I start recording and then show you guys what a game is all about, maybe it'll be interesting to you guys. You guys seem to really dig the first episode. If you haven't checked out the first episode, make sure you do that. But today's game is FURI. Now, FURI released on the PS4 about a year or so ago. I believe it was actually free for a free little time period on the PSN network, and now it's come to the Nintendo Switch. So I am checking out the Nintendo Switch version of the game. I received a review copy of it, and yeah, so what this game is all about is basically it starts out and you get a sort of tutorial battle to learn the game's mechanics. It's a lot of one-on-one fighting, like in these little areas. You're fighting different bosses. You're essentially a prisoner, and you escape with the help of some weird guy who I'm sure we're going to learn more about as the story progresses. And the first battle is your tutorial battle. I wanted to skip that because, I don't know, it's kind of boring just to learn the game's mechanics and, you know, learn them with you guys. I wanted to actually be somewhat proficient at the game when I was showing you guys. So you basically fight the warden guy in a pretty epic battle, and then this is the first battle after that. So after you've learned the mechanics, gotten the tutorial out of the way, this is what you will be expecting. Now, FURI plays a lot like a Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. It's a hack and slash game, very, very fast paced. I'm sure this looks a bit chaotic to you, but it's definitely controlled chaos. I'm definitely understanding what I'm doing. There is a bit of a learning curve, though, for sure. I had some troubles with the initial battle, just learning the battle system. It's pretty unique in how it does it. So basically, as you can see right now, I'm doing a long-range attack. Now, this is with the ZR trigger, and it allows you to attack from a distance. And that is a key element. You can also use the R stick and sort of use like a twin stick shooter element, as you can see here. The dash button is done by the B. You use that to avoid attacks, and there's a parry system as well. And then once you get inside, you hack and slash with the Y button. Now, there's sort of two layers of gameplay to this game. Right now, we're in the stage where we're just doing ranged attacks, and then it will move into a sort of more one-on-one combat system. So let me try to not die, and I did die. So that's something we could talk about very quickly. As you can see, my life just regenerated. The little ticks underneath the life bar are how many lives you have left. So she has 5 stages, it looks like. I have 3 stages of health left. You can also acquire more health during the long range segments. I haven't really figured out what deciphers when they drop those things, though, so maybe I'll figure that out as I go along here. One thing I really like about the game is obviously the aesthetic of it. It definitely feels like a it has that 80s new wave vibe to it. Oh wow, sort of like a Tron sort of style. The camera is fixated and can be a bit confusing at times, I would say. Not too bad, but it's definitely a little adjustment. It's a fixated camera, like I said. Not the end of the world, but is worth noting. This area is pretty cool, though. It has, obviously, destructible elements to it. You can break down the walls like Chris Jericho. Break the walls down! I hope I don't get hit by the WWE for that. So this is, like I said, the long-range segment of battle. Definitely feels like a twin stick shooter. You're moving with one stick, you're shooting with the other. And one thing I really like about the game is how they managed to blend those two elements together and make it feel pretty seamless. There was a charge attack, which she blocked. Thanks for that. Ooh. All right, now we've moved to the one-on-one segment. This is the segment I really like. I feel that I'm slightly better at these than the long range ones, but that'll come in time. This is a very challenging game. Like I said, pretty dark subject matter. The warden guy pretty much like talks to you like Hellraiser does, which I dig because I love the Hellraiser movies. He's not very nice. He swears at you a lot. He says he's gonna kill you and stuff like that. You know, common stuff that probably a jail person would say to someone. So now we see that they have changed up their look, and now the battle will sort of be a little different. They're obviously going to use different attacks and stuff like that, which I like. It keeps the battle fresh. We're just going to keep a distance. And another nice thing is when they change, when you defeat them, when you knock off one of their life bars, your life bar also fills up. I'm sure on the higher difficulty that doesn't happen. There is an easier difficulty as well if you're just trying to, check out the game more so than actually getting super in depth with it. But I don't know. I'm just going with the standard difficulty. It's rocking me, but I'm enjoying it still. It's still... Oh, and there's a health pickup. See, I don't know why that just happened, but it did, and I like it. All right, now let's get in there. All right, one-on-one segment. Let's go. Dodge and move. Stick and move. Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali, baby. Call me Rocky Marciano. I'm getting in them guts. I know boxing. Greatest heavyweights on the Sega Genesis. I used to play that with my grandpa all the time because he loved classic boxing. All right, another little transformation here. She's becoming more alive. Oh, wow, that's a big scythe. All right, keep your distance, woman. Nice little parry there, and then the wall build up. Thanks, Chris Jericho. Blame him for that. You're supposed to be breaking the walls down, man. Tear down this wall. Another little parry. Get up in there. Hit him up. But yeah, this is a pretty cool game. It's definitely, if you're a fan of games like Ninja Gaiden, you're a fan of games like Bayonetta, you're a fan of games like Devil May Cry, it's very interesting. It's sort of an interesting take on that genre. And I like it. Performance-wise, it's very smooth. I haven't had any frame rate issues or nonsense like that. Everything's been flowing along very nicely. Difficulty is pretty high, but if you like a good challenge, this is probably a game you'll want to check out. Like I also said, this is available on other platforms. It is available on the PS4 as well. But of course, the Switch version is cooler because you could take it with you and yell at yourself in public as you get destroyed trying to escape this jail. Ooh, took him down. All right, now we're doing good. And we got a life back, too. All right, I'm feeling confident. Feeling confident. Get out of here. Should have parried. Should have parried. Should have parried. But I think the twin stick element really makes this game unique. I don't think I've ever played a hack and slash game, a hack and slash twin stick shooter. Like, is that a new genre? I'm down. Like, I would definitely check out more games in this style. I hope that they do a sequel. I'm just gonna go ahead and die because she's rocking me. I gotta learn this wave a little bit better, but I'm still feeling pretty confident. There we go. Good parry. Good parry. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. You parry by hitting the A button. Of course, it's a timed thing. When you see that little green thing, that means you parried successfully. Go ahead and attack. All these ranged attacks, you avoid them by dodging. You just sort of warp through them. Ah, damn. She's getting me good here, guys. She's getting me good here. Get up. Show your fury. And I guess another thing worth... Whoa, crap. I guess another thing worth mentioning is this is the core of the game, are these battles. You could see we've been playing for about 10 minutes, and you've seen this one battle. So it's pretty much just boss battle after boss battle. There's not much... There's not any filler here. There's not anything, just to drag the game along or anything. It's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, little story elements, and then you're in the next boss. But I like that. I like that. I think that's cool. Just focusing, instead of trying to do too much, you're focusing on the key elements of the game. And I think the game is actually better for that. There's no fluff, no filler, just big bosses, high impact techno music, nice aesthetics, smooth controls. It's definitely, I would say this game is a winner. If you're a fan of the aforementioned, you know, Ninja Gaidens, Bayonettas, stuff like that, if you like a good challenge, this game is going to give you a good challenge. It looks good, it plays good, and it's good. But obviously I'm dead, so we are going to end this segment here of what is. So this is FURI. Once again, this is available on both the PS4 and Nintendo Switch eShop, and I recommend it. I think it's a pretty cool game. Let me know in the comments section down below if you've checked out FURI, if you like this game, if you've played it, what you think about it, and thank you for checking out this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know, of course, thoughts on the format of this channel, what you would like to see improved, or if it's cool with you the way it is, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.
RGT NA5, RGT NA5. RGT